Yeah, it's weird. That is incredibly weird. I've checked what I did actually. I did check the connection between my ISP and the server that I'm using. What I did figure out that something happens. OBS is trying to push the packet, but for some reason it can't push it. Welcome back to you too, Wei. Missed you, buddy. Missed you terribly. Let me show you something. Something that's been bothering me. I don't take things like that personally, but sometimes things do bother me. They bother me because I feel like I did wrong. I did something wrong. I don't know if you saw this.
Prince of Obscurity, go away!
I did this. I uploaded this specific video.
Best viewers and shove it deep up your ass.
Okay, in
Jesus.
retrospect, maybe I shouldn't have uploaded this video.
God damn.
I thought it was interesting, you know.
Fuck. That pissed me off.
But I don't think
I don't get pissed off easily, but
people
God
did not like
damn
it, first of
best
all.
views.
But I find it very
Fuck.
interesting.
What is wrong with you?
And I got a comment that really
I don't
hits
want
deep.
your best views. Go find some other.
This is your content.
I don't
You
know.
play
Some other
50
person to
olds,
exploit.
Fallout,
I don't
and
give a
curse at
shit.
view bots. No fucking wonder nobody interacts
Even if
with
nobody
your shit.
comes to my stream, I don't give a shit. Wait,
That is not true.
Go away. Take your
Uh-huh.
best viewers and
You do
shove
have a
it
point. Maybe you
deep
do
up
need
your
to be
ass.
there. Maybe you do need
Jesus.
some sort of context.
God damn. Fuck.
So yeah, these videos are not doing very well. Anyway, how are you, Wei? I asked you first. Actually, I had a good Tuesday. It was very productive. I did a lot of things that I wanted to do. I'm glad you're doing well. At least some of us are doing well. Yesterday I was supposed to do Fallout. I didn't do Fallout. Instead, what I did was... Yeah, always. I like coding. It's a fun activity to do. It gets my brain, you know, excited. Because I'm the type of a person who just keeps thinking and thinking and thinking and it cannot stop. And all you do in coding is think, which is awesome. How do you access the element in an array using for loop? Man, you missed so much, Wei. I am very consistent. I am fairly consistent indeed. Like, if nothing else, I am Mr. Consistent. Although I guess I did get a new follower yesterday, so that was pretty neat. And a new YouTube subscriber. It's a year break, but you're not. A year break? No, I'm kidding. Although, you know, I did cover loops, and loops are very essential for programming. Now we're at arrays, and how do I access elements in an array using for loop? By using the array. I don't understand the question. Oh, that's what you meant. By using parentheses around an element. Using the array index inside the squarely brackets. How do you access the element in an array loop? Good Jesus. That's a weird question. What will be the output of the following code? The only problem I have with yesterday was that I went to bed way later than I had to. So I slept like for 5, maybe 6 hours, something like that. So today is gonna be terrible. I'm gonna be in so much pain and I don't wanna go to work and I don't wanna do anything. I just wanna lay on my bed and sleep. That is all I wanna do today. But I can't. I got shit to do. What will be the output of the following code? Toyota, Honda, Ford. Toyota do, Honda do, Ford. Yeah, because Toyota and Honda are both Japanese cars. Let's see. One by one. So it's gonna be Toyota, Honda, and Ford. Simple. Next. Loop through the elements in the cause array. For loop in it. Wait. Is this? No. No. What is going on here? That doesn't make any sense. No, never mind. That made perfect sense. I plus plus. Then we write cos y. Fuck. That was the incorrect variable I used. It wasn't car, it was cars. Integer I plus plus cars y. There we go. What else do we have here? Which of the following loops through an integer array using the for each syntax? Integer array using the for each syntax. This one, this is for each syntax. That was a correct answer. What happened if you omit the size of an array when declaring it with initial values? What? I don't know. You don't have to specify the size of an array. I don't? I thought I had to. You lied to me! No, you don't have to specify the size if you declared the variables. If you declare the elements, you don't have to declare the size. But if you don't declare the size and you don't declare the elements, it's not gonna work. So if you don't want to declare the elements yet, you need to declare the size. If you have the elements, you don't have to declare the size. So arrays also example of free arrays. Omit elements. Okay, so this is something I talked before. When you declare a size, like so, you still start from a 0. The array starts to count from a 0. This makes perfect sense when you're using the language, because a lot of things will start count from 0, like for loops and whatever loops. But what doesn't make any sense to me, because in programming we count from 0, that part makes sense, but what doesn't make any sense to me is why do we declare 5 here? I mean, it makes sense, there are 5 slots, but then we start using it from 0. What? What? That is so confusing. Why is it so confusing? Fixed size arrays versus dynamic size vectors. If you often hear the term fixed size and dynamic size when discussing arrays in C++, this is because the size of an array in C++ is fixed, meaning you cannot add or remove elements after it is created. Seriously? Seriously? Ah, okay, that's what you mean. Yeah, that makes sense because cars free. You can't add anything extra. So, okay, that makes sense. Vector. For operations that require adding and removing array elements, C++ provides vectors, which are resizable arrays. Okay, the size of a vector is dynamic, meaning it can grow or shrink as needed. Yeah, it can. Yeah, I bet it can grow and shrink as needed. Especially when it sees something that it likes. Vectors are found in the vector library. Sorry, wait. I'm sorry you had to be witnessed to such profanity. And they come with many useful functions to add, remove, modify elements. Vector shrinks cars, and you can then push back Tesla. Ah, there's a special pushback command you need to use to add an element. Okay. Well, this is new information for me. It's simple, but you do have to learn more. There are cases where you want this to happen. What happens if you omit the size of an array when declaring it with initial values? The compiler determines that the array size based on the numbers of values. I still don't understand what is omitting. I read through all of this, I understood all the information. I still don't understand what it means to omit array size. I guess to just declare it. Declare the size. The compiler determines the array size based on the number of values provided. And that is the correct answer. Okay. Oh, I get it now. So to omit it means that we don't write it here. Just omit the emitter, bruh. But where is the emitter? Is it considered good practice to specify the size of an array explicitly in C++? True, I guess. Not sure, didn't say. What will happen if you try to add elements to an array beyond its declared size? Error occurs. How can you declare an array without assigning values initially? This way. By setting a size. And that's it about arrays. At least omitting arrays. Now get size arrays. Well, this is interesting. To get the size of an array, you can use the size of operator. Then why does it print out 20? Why did the result show 20 instead of 5 when the array contains 5 elements? Yes, that is my question to the letter. Is it because size of operator turns the size of the type in bytes? Oh, I get it. This is useful, don't get me wrong. You know what? I'm curious now. Like right now, I am very curious. The curiosity has taken me, and it will not let go. Why is there a square right here? Let's try it. Let's just try it. Size of numbers. I mean, I know it's gonna work, but what is the size of it? 20. Now, if we change it to 10, will the size be bigger? Yes. So we can see just how many bits it's using. 4 bits. That makes no sense. Oh no, yes, right. Because it starts from 1 when setting the size. So it's 1 bit. Because 1 integer is 1 bit. Makes sense. Sorry, not 1 bit, 1 byte. 1 byte is composed. Wait. No. No. It's 4 bytes. So there's 16 bits. Okay. Because 1 byte is consists of 4 bits. I think. Am I right or am I wrong? 1 byte. No, of 8 bits. Bits to bytes. Yeah. Okay. 8 bits is 1 byte. After that means that 4 bytes, it has 32 bits. 32 bits for 8 bytes. There we go. Okay, you learned from the data type chapter that init type is usually 4 bytes. Yes, I did. For example, above, yada yada, and it makes sense. 20 bytes. To find out how many elements are in an array, you have to divide the size of the array by the size of the first element in the array. Okay, I get it. Still, this part is very confusing. Like, I understand it, but I guess you need to get used to it. So, what this code initially shows is that you create a new variable, which is an integer. It means that it stores numbers. You call it getArrayLength, and then it will take the size of the array, this array, which we already know is 20 bytes, and then it will divide by the size of only one of its variables, which is 4 bytes, because an integer, one integer specifically, is 4 bytes. And 20 divided by 4 is 5. That's how you get this number. Loop through an array with size of. In the array and loop chapters, we wrote that the size of the array in the loop condition I is less than 5 is not ideal, since it will only work for an array of a specific size. However, by using the size of approach for the example above, we can now make loops that work for arrays of any size, which is more sustainable. What I'm surprised is that when you look at it... Oh wait, no, this is a for loop. Never mind. You just add one extra. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. This can be used for multiple occasions. Basically, it can be used and reused, and even if we change one part of the code, this part still works as it should. So that's why this is a better code. Here, if we decided to change my number, instead of 5, to use, let's say, a 10 during a very long coding session, and when there's a lot of code and we forget that this is 5, then the code will not run the way we wanted it to, and it will take us a long time to debug it, to find why it's doing what we do not want them to do. But if you do this, if you use this operation right away, then you make sure that whatever happens, it will still run appropriately. For each loop, which is even cleaner and simpler. Right, we learned about this. So, yeah, if you need to loop through numbers, it seems like this is a better option. And look how little code it requires. Perfect. Okay, what does size of operator return when you use an array? The number of elements. No. Wow. Why did they Jesus. I just spoke about my rant against these bots. I'm not gonna yell. I'm gonna yell a little bit. I pin this message? Yeah. If I pin it, do you think the bots will still try to... Yeah, I think they will still come. They don't care that already... Ooh, it's like... You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of setting someone's head on a pike. Here's a comment. Here's a bot. I've vanquished it. Let that be a lesson to all of the bots. Do not come to my stream or I will vanquish you too. With my sizable arrays that become bigger and larger whenever they're excited. I like it too. The size of the array in bytes. That's what it is. What's next? To find the number of elements in an array, you can divide the array size by the size of one element. True. Next question. What will be the result of this code? Let's see. Size numbers of, and it's an integer, and there are 4 types. 4 times 4 is 16. And just 4 types. It was a real roller coaster. I just wish like I could capture this spirit right here, that roller coaster kind of a spirit, into my shorts. Maybe people will actually like it. Because so far when I'm reviewing my shorts, I actually understand the problem. They make no sense. You know, they make absolute no goddamn sense. If we look into some other shorts that I've made. Let's see, let me see. Like, I don't know. This was definitely one of my worst shorts. Not shorts, as in I'm not wearing any shorts, but one of my worst. Wait, why does this have 3 comments? Oh. Okay. Wait for it. There we go. What? Look at this.
Well, fuck me up the ass and call me a...
No, I didn't. How do you pronounce shorts and shorts? Do you pronounce shorts, YouTube shorts, as shorts? Like the type of shorts you put on? I could bring a little spirit into my shorts.
Yes, sissy. Holy shit.
I did say that.
Damn it. I was so close the first time I went here. I was so close. And instead of going here, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go into the opposite direction. Because
of course
that's
I would.
the way to do it.
Of course.
Fuck me. It's fine.
This is also way too long.
There are no mistakes. Only happy accidents. What?
Well, that was the point. There are no mistakes, there are happy accidents. I think you need to do shorts like you do... Not shorts like shorts that you wear, but shorts that you watch. I think you need to put...
fuck me up.
Maybe less profanity. I think one of the things... I think the pot with... this pot is...
Me up the ass.
I don't like it. I also think that maybe you should treat it as a trailer in the sense that this pot...
There are no mistakes. Only happy accidents.
That should be the first one. This is the hook. And then we come to the main plot.
Well, fuck me up the ass and call me a sissy. Holy shit. Damn it. Instead of going here, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go into the opposite direction. Because that's the way to do it. Fuck me.
No, I don't know. The entire video is just so silly. I'm gonna finish this and I think the stream is gonna conclude. Which approach is more flexible for looping through an array of any size? This one. Yes. Which approach is even more flexible and cleaner for looping through arrays? The for each loop. Nice. Okay. I did a lot of stuff today. And I'm tired and sleepy and I have to go to work. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to go anywhere. But next time we're gonna go to multi-dimensional arrays. Yay! There's actually not that much left. Okay, there's a lot of it left. Holy moly. I will try. And you too, Wei. Have a wonderful dreams. Since you're probably gonna be asleep. Alright, let's conclude the stream. If anybody else is on the stream, thank you guys. Thank you, Wei. And I love you all.